Hello again, everybody. I got a bone to pick with ranting. Yeah, I'm gonna rant a little bit uh, about my son, middle son, my middle child. Um, Dude, if my mom wasn't right, my mom wasn't is wrong. But I mean, my mom was so right about one thing, and every mom used to do this stuff. She would tell you, or your dad or whoever, you're gonna have a kid that's just like you. And the insane thing is, I mean, my son, who's 16, he acts just like I did, and it's annoying. And I see where my mom would be your say I'm annoying, I'm a pain and everything. I get it now, and I wish I could tell her, be like, hey, I'm sorry. But man, like the attitude that he just has, and people are like, oh, you. Some people will probably say, oh, you got to discipline him better. I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, I could beat his butt, but I mean, what is he? I'm at 16. I mean, what's the one thing I take it away from him? His ability to go out. He goes out, but it's not like he goes to go run. Uh, I mean, the kid at 15 wanted to get a job so he can have money for himself. Understandable. Most kids, you would hope that your kid would want that. Working to make his own money, and then he goes and He goes and practices 5 days a week for cross country and track. 5 days a week, sometimes weekend, or sometimes a Saturday. But other than that, he and what annoys his mom and I is the fact that he'll say, "Oh, I ran." He'll say, "Oh, I ran 15,000 steps today." Oh, okay. When me and the wife tell him, I was like, 15,000 steps is a lot, but you did it all in a matter of 2-3 hours. When, I mean, my wife is constantly on her feet and I'm constantly on my feet, and then it's like, I was like, dude, you sit down for 6-7 hours a day learning. But I mean, it's oh my god, and then this attitude, man, the attitude of my son, to where every boy gets that attitude where every teenage boy gets that attitude of testosterone, trying to be all manly and puff out his chest and kind of thing. Man, he did that one time this past weekend. I did the same thing my stepdad did to me when I did it to my mom. He stared me down. He stared me down, and if you like, he pronounced his dominance in the house. So like, you don't do that. And man, I did the same thing, and I didn't notice it. But man, I was like, oh my god. And I went to message my dad and everything, and he's like, I see the issue. And he's like, and I'm like, what? And he's like, he's a little miniature you. And yes, he is. He's a little miniature me with an attitude. And he's like, oh, you can't, I run this and I run that and I run this and I run that. And I'm like, dude, good for you. You're an active teenager. I would rather you be doing that than sitting in your room playing video games, from the time you get out of school to the time you go to bed. Because there's kids, there's teenage kids I know that he knows that all they do is go home, do their homework, and then get on a video game for the rest of the time until they go to bed. And there's no issue with that. None whatsoever, except the fact that the parent is not being a parent. They're just being a guardian, pretty much. A parent, you gotta teach, especially with boys, the men and the fathers in their lives need to, like, take action and, like, just... I told my son, I was like, I gotta teach you more about being a man than other things. Because when you turn 18 and you're out on your own, no one's going to help you. Besides your family, you might get a couple friends that'll look out for you. But other than that, you're on your own. And you either mess up or you do good. And 9 times out of 10, you're messing up more if you don't have the right guidance. And I tried to tell him that, and I tried to fortify that into his brain so he gains some kind of knowledge. And he's like, "Oh, I'll be fine. And I have already told him it's going to happen. You're going to be 19, 20 years old on your own, struggling for 3 years, and then it finally clicks." Okay, and he's like, "No." I was like, "Dude, it happened with me and your mom. I was 21 years old, and it finally clicked." It just went like that. And it was like, okay, I get what I get what my mom was saying. I get what my dad was saying. And I had to listen to more people. And all the stuff that they taught me and everything came back. And it was like, oh. But I love my son. He's doing great other than the attitude. Like I said, he has a job. He does cross country. He does track. He's an A/B student. I can't be mad at him for a lot of things. But when he has this attitude, I have to knock him back in line. And it's not trying to be dominant over him. It's more of trying to teach him how to do things. How a man should act towards a woman, how a man should be able to be loving and caring and be able to take care of people. And people outside of your family aren't really going to teach him that. And I got to teach him that. And that's what I told him. And I was like, I got to do it with his younger brother too. And he's like, his sister's so spoiled and everything. No. She's my princess, but no. But I don't know. This is just one little thing. I just had to get it off my chest about my son. And oh man. That's just the tip of the iceberg with my son. But this is what I wanted to do today. Just that, and I know y'all are getting tired of the updates and want me to start. So I'm going to try to get the sand as soon as possible. So if I have to go somewhere else, I'll go somewhere else. But I want to thank y'all, and thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a great day.